We're so much in our head during that sales conversation that we can't actually be present. And when we're present, I think intuitively we all know the question to ask next. Interestingly, the best tool that I've found for being curious in sales conversations and essentially being more present is meditation. And the reason I say that is because the practice of meditation is about observing and not kind of being caught in your thoughts. And what happens when we're in a sales conversation with someone else, or even a normal conversation, is we're trying to have two conversations at the same time. We're trying to have the conversation in our head, and we're trying to listen to that, and we're trying to also listen to them. And you can't do both at the same time. So by meditating and not allowing your thoughts to take over that conversation is the best way to practice doing that, because curiosity ultimately is about being present. And we all have, the amazing thing is, in this process, I'm not actually teaching you anything new. Like, I'm teaching you a framework, but the thing that's going to shift your sales and shift your ability to create results for clients is actually getting back in touch with your intuition and getting back in touch with the present moment. The thing that keeps most of us stuck is we're always trying to think 2 steps ahead. What should I say if they say this, or they did say that? What should I say to respond? And we're so much in our head during that sales conversation that we can't actually be present. And when we're present, I think intuitively we all know the question to ask next. I get to practice this through coaching. Like, if I'm in my head all the time being like, shit, like, what's Cody gonna say? And like, you know, what are people thinking? And blah, blah, like all of that. I can't really be present with you answering your questions. I can only be present answering your questions if I'm actually listening to you and what you're saying. And so what you'll notice is if you don't put pressure on yourself to come up with the answer or the perfect answer, what you'll find is that you'll create this space where you just allow a silence. And if you're present, what will happen is this question will just pop into your head. And sometimes you'll go, I don't even know where that came from. But you just stay, like, the way to practice it actually, if you want to do this with anyone on this program, is practice having a conversation with someone, but you're only allowed to respond or ask the next question after you've waited 5 seconds. And just let that silence sit there for a second. Because what's interesting, Cody, is like when I hear you talk to your clients, they're very high energy and you're very good at matching their energy. But what I also know is that you have the ability to be in this space. Like when we're coaching, you're listening and you're present and you're very like in this experience. So what I'd invite you to do is match that energy initially with that client, but then just gradually slow down and gradually slow them down and just give them the space and the opportunity to actually think about what are they saying?